There, this is Melissa, and I just wanted to show a little bit of the back end of the Daycare Detector platform. What I'm going to show you now is the fields that are available for the paid profiles. And I've already filled in some of this information, the basics. I put my profile picture on here. Choosing a picture of yourself that gives someone the opportunity to see what you look like is always a good idea. I think this was probably a little bit far away, so I would pick something a little bit closer up if possible. But parents just want to see who they're going to be talking to, so it's a great way to show them without having too much work involved. So what I've done here is I've updated the website. These are all fake information. So I put in the hours that I'm open, just on weekdays, nothing on Saturday and Sunday, so you can leave it blank. In the hours notes, you could say if there are any special circumstances, maybe you close at 4 o'clock on Mondays or something to that extent. You could put those notes here. I indicated what ages I accept at my daycare. I'm going to skip over openings and backup care and come back to it. I put my weekly rates in for all of the ages that I take. I added information about curriculum, ability to care for children with disabilities, CCAP, pets, food program, and languages. So those are all things you can fill out with the paid profile. You can also come over here and write a little bio, which is a really great way to just kind of share your philosophy on children and childcare and make yourself stand out and give parents a reason to give you a call based on your personal story. So when it comes to openings, it's really easy just to add them on here. So essentially, you just say which date you're going to have your opening. So, for example, if you know you're not going to have an opening until July, you can select that, and then you can say what age group that's for. So let's say this one is for an infant in July. You can also say if it's more short term, like you're going to have something open at the end of this month, you can select that date, and let's say that one's for a preschooler. And you can add as many as you have, and then once they're full, you just log in and remove the openings so that they no longer show up on your profile. Then when it comes to backup care, again, you can add as many of these as you want. So for example, if you have a family going on vacation and you know that ahead of time, you can say that you can do backup care for the week of April 23rd for a toddler. And then maybe you have a longer term opportunity. So let's say you have a child that is going to stay with their grandparents for a month over the summer. So you're going to have a month where you don't have that spot filled. You can also indicate that on here. So we'll say that you are available from the 18th to the 18th, and that's for a preschooler. Again, you can just add as many as you want, as many as you have. You could also use this in the very short term. Let's say you get a call on a Sunday saying a child is sick and isn't going to be there on Monday. You could go ahead and say that you have an opening on that one day, and you never know what other parent is in a pinch looking for backup care on that particular day. So the more often you keep this updated with your availability, the better chance you have of a parent choosing you to do backup care for them. The other thing to remember with backup care is I know every provider has certain forms that need to be filled out before you can take a child in. So those will still need to be filled out when the parent drops the child off. If it's a very short term, quick backup care decision, obviously if it's something that's not until later in the month or even later in the year, you can maybe have them stop by to fill out the paperwork ahead of time. So I'm going to update this by clicking Update Provider. It's going to save the changes. And now I'm going to show you what it will look like on the user side, so what the parents will see when they search for you. So I typed in this address for the provider, the fake provider. The results show up right here. My picture shows up. And this shows up whether you have a paid profile or a free one. So that's just a feature that anybody can use. When you click on the arrow, it brings you to the provider's profile page. And one thing to note about this is that once the person claims their profile, their URL is actually going to be daycaredetector.com/user and then the person's name. So that's actually really good for being found online. It's using search engine optimization. So we designed that specifically so that this page that you're seeing here is almost like a mini website for you, that is going to use search engine optimization to get you traffic, and get more eyes on your profile specifically. So now that we've updated the profile, it pulls in all of those fields into it. This is where it shows the openings right here. So it shows you have the preschool opening later this month. You have an infant opening in 3 months, which is really helpful for people who are expecting a child, and are looking for daycare, because it gives them a glimpse into when you might have an opening. Additionally, up here is where it shows the backup care. So it shows the dates that you are available. We do have it in our plan to indicate more specifically that, this is a toddler opening, this is an infant opening, et cetera, for backup care. But we wanted to get this out as quickly as possible. So we still have some things that we're planning to build out in the future as we get rolling. So right now, the backup care just shows the dates, and then the parent can reach out if they're interested in taking advantage of that. So that is a quick glance at what the backup care and the openings looks like, in addition to what a full complete profile looks like. If you have any suggestions for different fields that we could add to this, that would make it more valuable to you as a provider or you as a parent, definitely let us know, and we will take it into consideration as we continue to tweak and add more functionality to the site. Hopefully this was helpful. Reach out if you have any questions. Thanks.